Right. Good morning, Jeff. Today is Sunday, January 14th. I'm actually just getting back from that little weekend trip that we talked about last week. And yeah, this is check-in number two on the second completed week of 2024 contest prep. So far, overall, everything's going really well. Nothing really out of the way, no roadblocks, not feeling any, drop-offs because of prep, anything like that. Smooth sailing as of yet. So yeah, this past week training did feel a little bit slow just because of the way, it's staggered and was broken up into the week. I had to actually pair a traditional non-workout day with a workout day just to make it fit into my weekend trip. So I had to end up working two days in a row, did an upper and then a lower day. So that was somewhat more tiring than usual. Nothing out of the ordinary though, just you gotta do what you gotta do. Um, while on my weekend trip, I actually did. Sorry, this is just talking points. I did actually have to hit a hotel gym workout, which was better equipped than expected. It ended up being significantly better than I was expecting as a workout in a whole, as it was an upper, I believe it was an upper A. And so, yeah, nothing really limiting in terms of the legs. Didn't have to touch that. Vertical pulls are just pull ups. The rows were honestly the only difficult thing, just as you might imagine, hotel gyms might not have the best rowing machines, but other than that, surprisingly well for everything else, which is great. In terms of the ski trip itself, not much skiing unfortunately happened. We had some really big storms come by and winds that actually ended up closing quite a bit of lifts. Oh well, however, in terms of contest prep, that's pretty nice because it translated over to very little ski fatigue. And so I feel fresh as a feather, which is great. Do not foresee it affecting any of my lower body training. Some water and nutrition. So, as you can imagine, pre-packing for this trip, I had to try and plan everything out to the T. I got really close, and all my macros did not surpass on the fat or carbs at all. In fact, I did remain under within that 10-gram threshold, and I believe fats I actually measured up to 2 grams off every single day, which is great. I went a little over on protein, 213 and 214 respectively out of 200. So that's no big deal, I would imagine. I wasn't stressing about it, so that's great. Everything else was in check. Water, I feel like I could have maybe drank more. It was electric heating there as it's in the mountains, and so a little different air quality than what I'm currently used to. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just going to drink a little extra today and then hopefully feel back to normal tomorrow. Um, I'm feeling fairly sleep fatigued. That is something new just because of the trip. It was about a 3 hour drive, not super long, mixed with staring at the snow all day, planning for my upcoming move, which as a matter of fact starts tomorrow. I'm hoping that I can get in a few extra naps or in general, just get in some naps this week, work that around work, whatnot. On my lunch, I'll just try and take a nap to recover that lost time um, that I just feel tired on. And hopefully that'll kick me back up. Maybe even just after tonight's sleep, I'll feel great tomorrow. I did hit my my requested weekly average weight of under 184. So I actually averaged 183.9, just barely at the threshold, which is great. Yesterday morning, I did have a higher weigh-in of 185.8. Not sure why. Sometimes it just happens. I did not go over on my macros really that badly. So I guess it just happens. 2 pound increase one day to the next. It's whatever. We're not close enough to the show yet for that to really ring any alarms. Yeah, so tomorrow morning, Monday, January 15th, I will be beginning my move process into the new apartment. I don't foresee it being incredibly taxing. It's going to be a week-long move just because unfortunately we don't get internet there until the next weekend. So I'll do a bit tomorrow, a bit more throughout the week, and then really next weekend is where we're finishing, and then that'll be all settled. So I don't think it's going to be very tough, just great. I do have to obviously still train and do whatnot, have my nutrition intact over the rest of the week. And so I'm going to also mentally prep to see where I need to bring, pots, pans, ingredients, whatever. And yeah, after next Sunday, so one more whole week of prep, I foresee that being completely finished and everything's going to be smooth sailing, just on track. So let's go over my actual wrap sheet here, and you should be able to see this. Okay, so the week of January 8th until basically today, 14th. So Yeah, weight was holding. There was one day where it went up on Wednesday, and then again, as mentioned, Saturday, but it's gone back down again. Not too sure why that would have happened, but it just happens sometimes. Macros for the most part, Friday, well, really Saturday and Sunday is when I was there. So as you can see, everything was actually maintained pretty well. That's what I pre-planned for. Just brought all the food that I needed to do. Training also not affected. And as you can tell today, the day is not finished yet. And so I will be populating this later in the day, likely after I've already uploaded this video. And nothing really else, no side notes, nothing else to go over. I feel that it's been actually pretty straightforward for the most part, most of this prep. And yeah, if you have any comments, I don't have anything else to add, just please feel free to let me know. And I'll be waiting to hear back from you tomorrow. All right, have a good day.